Hi, everybody. Welcome to the How to Apply tips video for our Youth Climate Leadership Program. Filling out applications and applying to jobs is a skill that is worth building. As you continue along your path in life, this skill will come in handy, and this is a great opportunity to practice. This video will give you tips and background that will help you complete a great application for the Youth Climate Leadership Program, along with some helpful skills for the future. But first, we want to tell you a little bit about the Youth Climate Leadership Program. My name is Stacy Dalgard, and I work on climate action for the City of Vancouver with my teammates Ashley Conley, Water Resources Educator, and Diana Bentoncourt Macias, Community Organizer and lifelong Vancouverite. We are putting together 10 weeks of awesome after-school climate leadership workshops and field trips that are going to push you to ask new questions about climate and our community. You'll work together with your peers from across the city to do a climate action project, and you'll get to learn about how community change can happen in different ways when we meet at the Commons on 4th Plain and at City Hall. All participants will receive a stipend upon completion of the program to recognize the hard work you will put into your climate action project and how Vancouver as a whole benefits from your time and growth as a community leader. We're going to unpack what climate justice means to Vancouver and explore how climate impacts us and our neighbors in ways that are sometimes the same and sometimes different. We're going to take you outside and deepen our personal connection with each other and the natural world that we cannot live without. And we want you to walk away from this experience feeling better equipped to take action for climate at all levels, whether you're helping a neighbor prepare for the next heat wave or sitting in front of City Council advocating for a better and brighter future. We hope that you are inspired by your own power as leaders today and for generations to come. Now let's talk applications. First, before starting the application, check that you meet the basic eligibility requirements. Applicants should be in high school this fall and between the ages of 14 and 18 years old. You also need to live or go to a high school within the Vancouver urban growth boundary. You can find a link to where those boundary lines are at cityofvancouver.us/YCLP. Step 2, read the entire application over before filling anything out. Just like any application, it's important that you understand what the program is offering, what you will learn, and what is expected of you. Start by downloading a PDF of the full application at cityofvancouver.us/YCLP. You won't be able to scroll through the entire online form without filling in your information, so we've posted this PDF for you to review all of the questions in advance and take your time responding. Be sure to review the program dates and times listed in the application and confirm that your schedule lines up. Your ability to commit to attending all workshops and field trips will be a consideration in selection. If you know you'll miss a session, that doesn't automatically disqualify you. In the application, you'll have an opportunity to let us know about any conflicts so we can take that into consideration. Step 3, there are 3 short answer questions in the application where you get to tell us a little more about yourself and why you want to be a part of the city's youth climate leadership cohort. First, don't try to draft your responses directly in the online form. Use a program like Microsoft Word or Google Docs to work on your answers. This will ensure that you don't lose your work, and it's a good practice to work on several drafts and be able to invite an editor to suggest ways you could strengthen your responses. Our next tip is to connect your responses back to the program goals and write from the heart. Looking ahead to your career, when you are applying for jobs, you will want to read the job description carefully and write your resume and cover letter to align your skills and passions with what the employer is looking for. For the Youth Climate Leadership Program, read over the program info on the webpage and pay attention to how we talk about the program in this video. The strongest applicants will tie your personal experiences, interests, and skills to our goals of protecting our planet and strengthening our communities. Other important writing tips: pay attention to word limit. Microsoft Word or Google Docs can both help you check your word count as you type so that you can stick within the maximum. Use complete sentences. We're more interested in your thoughtful responses to the questions than in receiving a perfect essay, but make sure you cover the basics. Find an editor. Ask someone to review the first draft of your responses. Have them check for spelling, punctuation, complete sentences, etc. It is always a good practice to do at least 2 drafts and have someone look over your materials for any application process. When your draft is finished and edited, you can now cut and paste your responses into the text boxes on the online application form. Remember, there are no right answers. We just want to get to know you for you. And lastly, note the deadline, Sunday, August 4th at 9 p.m. This gives you that last weekend to work on it, but a pro tip is to aim to get your application in a few days before the actual deadline to avoid rushing at the very end. Applicants will be individually evaluated based on effort and completeness, ability to commit to attending workshops and field trips, and demonstrated interest and curiosity for climate action or community impact. Here's a quick recap of what we just talked about. Start by checking that you are in the age range and live or go to school within the boundaries for the program. Then download the PDF of the application and read it all of the way through before starting. When you start drafting your responses, use a program like Microsoft Word or Google Docs to work on your answers before entering them into the online form. Remember to tie your responses back to the program goals and write from the heart. Plan ahead to submit your application before the deadline on August 4th at 9 p.m. And when you are ready, give it one final review to make sure it all looks good before you hit the submit button. Good luck, and we look forward to hearing from you this summer. Thank you so much for your interest in climate and community action. If you have questions, you can find me at the email listed here on the web or on the webpage at cityofvancouver.us/YCLP.